But yup, of course you lied. Sit there and organize, try to be more than just hoes. Thinking you sorta tight, cause someone wrote you lines. Thinking you whores have got flow. No, you can record the lines.
Good morning! What's going on, Lockoutmen? On the 30. Well, not exactly on the 30, but I am on my way down to Georgia. Georgia. We on the grind. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, unfortunately, yesterday I was supposed to be gone yesterday. Yesterday I was supposed to be gone, and I'm supposed to be back today. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. I don't think I ever told you guys that I was in an accident a couple of weeks ago. Let's talk about that for a second right quick.
Proceed to the highlighted route. Proceed to the highlighted route.
Yes, brother man was in an accident. Unfortunately, the truck sideswiped into me. Now, I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he was thinking. Obviously, he wasn't paying attention. And he just turned right into me. He turned right into my drives. So I'm driving, I'm bouncing, I'm, going up and down to Texas. You guys know I was stuck down there. Went down to Alabama twice. So when I came back up, I noticed that my drive tires was getting a little bit worn. So I was like, hey, let me go ahead and stop over at the shop. You ain't start nothing on it, did you? You ain't start nothing on it, did you? You ain't start nothing on it, did you?
Yeah, I got 4 parts.
Today, tomorrow. Oh, today.
Well, it's got to go back to get the alignment checked on.
Okay.
They should be able to do that today after they get the parts.
Grab a couple of tires and go. Well, as soon as I got over to the shop, the guys at the shop realized that, hey, something's wrong here, man. Something's not right. I'm looking at that like, what are you talking about? It look like it's out of alignment or something like that. So I was like, okay, cool, no problem. We'll take it down to the place, get it aligned, bring it back, boom. Come to find out, the accident caused the axles, the drive axles to shift about 3 inches off from where it was at. That's from the accident. And that's why the tires was wearing different. So I was like, cool, no problem. We'll see if we can get that fixed today. Boom, boom, boom. Unfortunately, that did not happen. It was not fixed yesterday. The company over here talking about, well, we're gonna be about a week to take care of this. The shop was like, oh, hell no. We'll get it in. We'll get it in. We'll bring it back. We'll get it in. We'll get you up and running by Friday. I was like, cool. So right now, I had to take out the temporary truck to get this down to Georgia.
Georgia.
We on the grind. But let me talk about that accident for a minute. So back up. I forgot where I was at, but it was at a Petro. And I was on my way to get the load weighed. As I was coming in, dude just bam! I'm like, oh man, what the hell? it's a non-preventable on my part because I didn't cause the accident, of course. But the guy that did cause the accident was calling his boss, and we had to send pictures in, we had to take information, the usual rhetoric. My company wanted me to call the police to make a report, but being that it was done on private property, and accidents always happens on truck stops, private property, they didn't take a report. So we exchanged insurance information and all that good stuff. So the guy put his boss on the phone with me, and his boss goes, well, hey bro, let's see if we don't have to get the insurance involved. I'm looking at dude like, I can't make that kind of call. You know what I'm saying? That's above my pay grade to be making that kind of call. I say, yo, you gotta call my safety director, chop it up with him, and see what you guys could come up with. So the other guy went back, must have told his boss like, well, yo, I didn't do no damage. It don't look like it was no damage done, and yada yada yada. He came back to me and he was like, well, yo, since there's no damage done, I'm not going to go after my insurance, and we could just call it a wrap. I was like, I don't have nothing to do with that, bro. I'm not have nothing to do with that. I'm not yaying or naying or nothing. I said it may not be no visible damage, but it probably might be some underlying damage. That's from the accident. And lo and behold, it was. We caught it yesterday. We caught it yesterday, and it's the underlying damage that's what we getting repaired right now. So right now, while they doing that, I'm taking my load down to Georgia.
Georgia. We on the grind.
I'll be back up by Friday, and it should be done. Listen here, that's one thing I like about the truck that they got me in. It's an 09. It's an automatic. Don't have that many miles on there. It has an APU, and it has the outlets. I don't think the outlets work though, but it does have an APU, and it's no death. No death. Just straight fuel, no death. That's what happened. You guys got to pay attention when you're in the truck stops, man, because a lot of accidents does happen in the truck stops by drivers that's not paying attention to what's going on in their surroundings. So, but I was good. My truck wasn't good, but I was good. And right now, like I said, I'm on my way down to Georgia.
Georgia. We on the grind.
I do have a subscriber question that was in my comments. He came in my comments and he asked me about DWIs, drivers with DWIs or DUIs, and which companies would bring drivers on with that on their driving record. Listen, I'm going to go into that in a little bit, but I do want to say this. Look, if you guys smoke weed, all right? I know weed is an underlying drug, but if you smoke weed and you drive a lot, or you want to drive, and let me rephrase that. If you want to drive and you drink a lot, this may not be the profession for you, all right? If you do have a DWI or a DUI on your record, that is going to be a big red flag for all trucking companies. They really they really look at that like with a fine-tooth comb, and they really want you to have at least 10 years of that being on your record. If you're really interested in getting in here, I want to tell you right off the rip, stop smoking.
Smoke weed
All right,
every day.
stop smoking.
Smoke weed every day.
And if you
Smoke
drink,
weed every day.
drink less.
every day.
All right, I'm not going to tell you to stop drinking. See, I don't drink at all. I used to drink. I'm afraid to even drink beer because my company does these spot checks all the time. Like when I go to the terminal, it's no telling that, hey, yo, we want you to go down to the clinic and get a, take a drug screening. And I just got finished drinking some beer, and I got beer all over my breath, and that's not good. So what I want to tell you, all right, before I get into letting you know what companies that does take you and what companies that don't take you, stop doing it. Don't drink. Don't drink and drive. Don't smoke and drive. Okay. Even if you smoke cigarettes, try to get out of that too. I'm just saying. Yo, let's get into these companies that might take you on. So let's do that. Well, I am rolling, as you guys can see. Let me see it out a little bit more. Yep, I'm rolling, and yeah, I got tagged for a DOT inspection. I think this is a level 1, and if it's good, if I pass, hopefully I will pass. I mean, we checked. Oh my God, yeah. Well, yeah, we checked. We checked everything. I made sure I did my pre-trip, made sure all the lights worked. We getting inspected right now, so hopefully I come back on good.
Check that camera. I got it. Switch it to truck.
Yeah. Yo, I just got that good call from the company. I told them that I had a level 1 full DOT inspection. I mean, they did the damn thing. They checked the brakes, they checked the tires, they checked air, all that, man. I mean, they got in the truck, out the truck, around the truck, under the truck. You name it, them boys did it. So I called them up, and I told them, I was like, hey, they just did a DOT inspection on me. They was like, hey, how's it looking? I said, dude told me it was clean. Yeah! No violations, no issues, no nothing. They said, yo, lockout, you got a bonus. I said, what? Yes. So, with that good bonus and that good deed, I'm gonna go ahead, head over here to Turtle Crossing right quick. I haven't been in here in a minute. Check and see what Lid's got. See if they got anything good. If they got anything good, about to get me a hat. Oh, yo. A lot of things happened today. I got a good inspection report. Even got a bonus coming. That's a good thing. That is an awesome thing. Awesome. All right, so let's finish up this video. Let's finish up this 30. I'm on my way down to Georgia.
Georgia. We on the grind.
And this is for the subscriber that commented on me making a video about what new drivers need to know about getting a trucking job with either a DUI or DWI. DUI, driving under the influence, and the DWI, driving while intoxicated. As I said before, don't want to do neither one of them. A lot of companies frown upon those two issues. Driving while intoxicated, if you have a ticket for that, and definitely driving under the influence, or driving under the influence. One of the two. You know, the companies don't want you to drive their trucks if you have a ticket for either or. Alright? I'm just saying. Leave the drugs and the booze alone, y'all. But let me go into it a little bit. The FMCSA regulation states that a second conviction for a CDL-holder for operating a vehicle, commercial or otherwise, under the influence of alcohol or a controlled substance, or a second refusal, will disqualify a driver from obtaining a CDL for life.
For life.
Period. Many companies, though, will hire drivers with DUI or DWI, and most will require a certain amount of time to have passed since the incident occurred. Keep in mind, though, in most cases, the clock will only start ticking after final remediation of the incident, i.e. driving privileges has been restored. Now, if possible, new drivers, when you come into the game, especially when you go to take your drug test, make sure that you're clean. Make sure that you don't have no drugs in the system. Don't try to go out and get some super cleansing fluid to cleanse your stuff out if you know you're going to your orientation tomorrow, the next day. You coming in the Facebook group like, yo, what's a good antidote to clean out your system after you just smoked some weed? Ain't none. Just wait a couple of weeks. I'm just saying. Just saying. If possible, it is recommended that new drivers with DUIs or DWIs on their record to look to company-sponsored CDL training, or at the very least, get as many pre-hire letters as they can before attending truck driving school. Many states will use the term DUI, driving under the influence, DWI, driving while intoxicated, or OWI, operating while intoxicated. Now, operating while intoxicated, I think it's like if you're sitting in the truck, sitting in your car, and you're knocked out, and you're not driving, but you're knocked out, and you still get a ticket for it. There's several companies that will bring you on with different years. Like, for example, companies that will hire DUI drivers with less than 5 years. Less than 5 years. Now, some of these companies I haven't heard of. Well, majority of them I haven't heard of. These are the companies that you might be interested in talking to if you have 5 years. All right, AAA Cooper, A. Dewey Pyle, Cousins, Covenant Transport, Melissa Valley Transport, Midwest Motor Express, Oak Harbor Freight Lines, P&S Transport, Prime, Tenant Truck Lines, Trans Am, made a call to them, Turtle Trucking, Ward Trucking, Wayne Transport, Warner Enterprises, and Wilson's Trucking. Companies with less than 5 years, companies that require 5 years since DUI or DWI. Everett Express within the past 5 years. Boyd Brothers, CalArc, Carter Express, Celadon, no DWI, DUI, careless or reckless driving convictions within the past 5 years. CRST, Crate Carriers, CT Transport, CTL Transportation, Falcon. Falcon's closed. They're done, so don't go to Falcon. First Fleet, Food Liner. Food Liner says no DUIs within the last 5 years. Hogan Transport, Hornady, whatever, Transportation. Hunt, Jack Cooper, never heard of them. Kosh Companies, Lone Star Transportation, Maverick, yes, Maverick, They said no DUI or DWI within the past 5 years. May Trucking, Melton Truck Lines, Midwest Transport, Millis Transport, Millis Transfer, which is now owned by a new company. I'm just saying. Mr. Built Inc., Navajo, Pam Transport, PTL. They say no felonies or DUIs in the past 5 years. Premier Transport, Pitt, Ohio, R&L Carriers, Rush Trucking, Salmon Companies, Snyder National. They say no drug and alcohol offenses within 5 years, 1 in the last 7 years, and 2 in a lifetime. Southern Refrigerated Transport, Stevens Transport, Super Service. You know what? That might be a flaw right there, because J&R Schwugel now owns Super Service, and we'll talk about J&R Schwugel later. Swift Transportation, U.S. Express, must be 5 years old, and SBO Logistics. Says here DUI, DWI, BAC. BAC? Conventions must be 5 years old. If the license was suspended, driver is eligible for employment 5 years after their license has been reinstated. Looking at about 10 years plus. Companies that requires you 6 years, and it's only 3 of them. A&R Logistics, haven't heard of them. Combined Transport, haven't heard of them. Cowan Systems, I heard of them, but haven't heard much. Companies that require 7 years or more, bar none. They say no alcohol-related driving offense since 7 years. Bennett Motor Express, good company, had a call with them. Black Horse Carriers, Brown Trucking Company, CR England, EL Hollingsworth, Florida Rock and Tank Lines, GMP Trucking, no driving under the influence violation within the past 10 years, and no more than 1 in a total lifetime. Herrick Transportation, Hirschbach, Hub Group, JB Hunt, Knight Transportation, McElroy, Ozark, Raven, Superior Carriers, TMC, they say no DUIs within the last 10 years. USA Trucking, Venture Express. Here's trucking companies that will not, let me say it again, not hire you with prior DUI or DWI. Remember Super Service now. Remember that. Remember that company, Super Service. They said they will hire you within, what'd I say, 7? Anyway, companies that will not hire you. Eagle Express Lines, K&B Transportation, Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Eston Logistics, R.E. Garrison, United Road, J&R Schwugel. There it is. Now, remember Super Service, but now J&R Schwugel owns Super Service. So, being that J&R Schwugel owns Super Service, do that mean, are they operating under the same roof, under the same authority, or are they operated under separate authority? Super Service on one end, J&R Schwugel on the other end, with J&R Schwugel being the parent company. Now, if J&R Schwugel won't bring you in, Super Service will. Or, since they probably might be up under the same roof, Super Service might not bring you on if you have a DUI or a DWI. I'm just saying. And last but not least is Raider Express. Check it out, brother man. Thank you for the suggestion of the video. I really do appreciate you watching. I appreciate your support. I appreciate all y'all support. Better yet, if you like videos like this and more, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that bell for more videos like this. Y'all know who it is. Y'all want questions? I got answers. And if I don't have them, I will find them. So, hit me up in the Gmail at lockoutmen.com or in the DM at Instagram with Lockoutmen. That's me. Yo, I appreciate you guys watching. Yo, I'm gone. I'm gonna come back at y'all with another video. I don't know when, I don't know where, but I will come back at y'all with another video. Enjoy your day. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.